Thing off of there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Welcome to United Fellowship Chapel. Let's have our opening. Mother, Father, God, we give thanks for your presence here today. We ask for your angelic intelligence and your resilience to circulate through each and every one. We ask for your limitless light of armor to be established in and around and through this building and on Zoom, so that only the highest and best will occur through our thoughts, words, and actions. And through those thoughts, words, and actions will direct us to a greater knowledge of our own self. So when we meet those on our passage, we have a greater knowledge of them. We give thanks for this day. Amen. Amen. If you open up your program on the left-hand side, we're going to read our invocation out loud. And for those of you on Zoom, could you please mute your computers there? Mother, our all-knowing, which art within us, hallowed be thy name. Ignite our understanding, that we are eternal spiritual beings with the power to create happiness, health, and wealth in our lives. Ignite our understanding that our choices belong to us and are the seeds that create our lives. Ignite forgiveness of self as we ignite forgiveness of others. We give thanks for the power and the glory of I am in all. We just absorb what we just said for just a moment. Let Lucy in here. And now we'll read our affirmation out loud with vigor and excitement. I am that I am, the light of the living God, and therefore I am free and all-knowing. Ignite my soul with thy spirit, O God, I pray. Give me just one moment here. I've got to get everybody muted here. There we go. On the right-hand side of the program, you'll see all of our things that we have for this next week. Reverend David is going to be December 3rd, Friday at 1 o'clock. He's going to be doing the Dr. Beck Circle. For those of you that might not be familiar with what that is he's channeling Dr. Beck. And that will be on a circle either in the chapel or on Zoom. And you can join that on our website and on Zoom, or you could just come on in. And that is $20. Friday, December 10th, 1 o'clock, same time for all of these that I'll be sharing with you. He is also going to be doing a Rama Remove Circle, and that is another channeling. And then Friday, December 17th at 1 p.m. is Journey Through the Sun. That is $15. And so join us for that. And now we're going to have our healing meditation be done by Reverend David.
As we become quiet, let us concentrate on our breath. As this breath moves in through the nostrils and into your being, feel the relaxation that's being ignited. Just relax. As this relaxation moves gently in and around and through your being, it turns into something very beautiful called love. This love conquers all disease, neglect, and injury in your life, and you recognize this love being alive and active with each breath. As you exhale, you release toxins and negative attitudes that you have toward yourself and all people concerned. As you are releasing these toxins and attitudes, they are being dispersed into the I am. Relax, recognize, and release. This is the healing breath that's moving ever so gently in and around and through you. And as this healing breath moves in and around and through you, it starts settling in the feet area, the understanding part of our being. And with each breath, you understand you. And as you understand you, you understand the world that you move in. Just relax, recognize, and release. As this healing breath starts moving towards your ankles and up your legs, feeling all tension, frustration, and nervousness leave, just relax, recognize, and release. All the agitations and irritations that you've acquired throughout the day are dissolving. Just relax, recognize, and release. As this healing breath reaches the hips, relax the hips. Know that you're free to move forward in life with vitality, And as this healing breath moves ever so gently to the base of your spine and the small of your back, you notice that it's becoming stronger. This is where your strength lies. Confidence, security, and firmness is strength. And as it starts moving up the spine, touching each vertebrae, each nerve, each vessel, you feel light. You feel light. Giving up the burdens that don't belong to you, to take care of the ones that do. Just relax, recognize, and release. As this healing breath reaches and touches the shoulders, the shoulders represent responsibilities in life. Know that you are doing your responsibilities in life, and you do it with freedom and ease. And as this healing breath moves ever so gently down your arms, reaching toward your hands, feel that breath between your hands. This is your healing breath, your healing breath. And as you have this healing breath between your hands, place it very gently into the lower abdomen area. Life lives here. You are full of life. Life is full of you. Life is happiness, health, and wealth. You eliminate all that hinders you from life. Order is being ignited with each breath. Order adjusts all faculties of mind to move harmoniously for life. Just relax, recognize, and release. As this healing breath moves ever so gently to the stomach area, wisdom is now being ignited with each breath. You are wise in all that you think, say, and do. You are wise in all you think, say, and do. And as this wisdom moves ever so gently to the heart area, the love center of our being, with each beat, you are sending love to all parts of your being. And you radiate this love. This radiance is moved ever so gently to the throat area, the power aspect of our being. And as this radiance is being sent to all that you see, sense, feel, and hear, it very gently moves to the base of your body and the back of your head, and from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. You are relaxing, recognizing, and releasing. Healing being ignited within you. And as you are in this relaxed healing mode, you notice a path beneath your feet. This path is you. And as you notice the grass that lined this path, the sun that trickles through the trees that also lined this path. And as you move down your path, there's a breeze that touches your body. It's the healing breath of the universe, freeing you from all earthly obstruction as you freely move down the path. As you're moving down the path, very protected and secure, you notice a clearing in front of you that's free for you to move into. As you move into the clearing, the softness of the grass greets your feet, and you notice that there is a body of water that is crystal clear and healing to your touch, and healing to your touch. If you choose to submerge into the water, breathing freely, all organs functioning properly, know that you are healing with each breath that you take. If you choose to sit or to lie or to stand and to absorb the elements of this universe, the earth, the water, the air, the sun, knowing healing is being ignited within you. I'm going to leave you here for a few moments, allowing healing to be igniting within you. Take advantage and enjoy. gently now, wherever you are. If you were in the water, it's time to emerge. Completely dry all organs functioning properly as you evolve from the water, knowing that healing has been taking place for you. If you were sitting or lying, it's time to rise, remembering all that you've seen, felt, and heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. And as you are aware of the healing clearing, the healing body of water, you notice that each and every one of us surround that body of water, and you notice that your healing breath starts to expand and touch each and every one. And we become one healing breath, one healing breath. We direct this healing breath to the healing box, to all the souls that are making transitions in and out of this world, all the heads of state, that peace is the journey and destination. All those affected by the winds, the rains, the snows, the movement of the earth, and the viruses that are going on, that they are protected and healed. As you are aware of your healing clearing, and as you notice your path, and as you move back towards your path, noticing anything changed, added, or taken away, and as you move down your path, your mental and physical consciousness becomes aware, remembering all that you've seen, felt, and heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. As your mental and physical consciousness becomes aware, remembering all that you see, felt, and heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. And when your mental and physical consciousness are fully aware, open your eyes.
Thank you, Reverend David, for that lovely meditation. And now is the time for our speaker today. Our speaker has moved mountains and is still moving mountains. Reverend Ernestina.
Thank you, Reverend David, for that meditation. Thank you, Reverend Angie. We all are going to move mountains. Today's talk is on happiness, health, and wealth. Some people believe that we are 2% physical and 98% metaphysical. Whichever way we look at it, I think it's wonderful to see that we are 98% metaphysical. That means that we can move mountains. In any way, it is our inner being that is much greater and more powerful than our outer physical self. It is that inner being, our I am presence, that is our greater good and part of ourselves. Metaphysical means that which is beyond the physical. In this case, it actually refers to our mental, emotional, and spiritual phases of our nature. Therefore, we are all metaphysical beings. Every time we use our minds to think, our emotions to feel, we are using that which lies within the realm of ourselves, beyond the physical, the realm of the five senses. We are being and are metaphysical. And as metaphysicians, we realize that mind power is one of our most powerful assets. For it is the mind that helps us dwell in a positive, loving state of happiness, health, and wealth. We realize how powerful the mind really is. The truth is that the mind is not only located in the brain, as most of us have all been taught, but the mind is actually in every single cell in our bodies. Therefore, similar ideas gather themselves into different thought centers in our body, affecting our body accordingly, to the positive or to the negative beliefs, depending on where our thought process is at. We know in this manner that every cell thinks, and we also know that each cell is filled with life, light, intelligence, as well as substance to heal and create happiness, health, and wealth, or to create disease, anxiety, and pain, as well as lack and disharmony. That is why it is so important to pay attention to our thoughts, words, and actions, the people, places, and things where we are at. Because it is the peaceful, loving, healing part of our I am presence within that keeps us in a state of being whole in mind and body, and at one with our spiritual self. Happiness is harmony, joy, being at ease with ourselves and the world we live in. Joy and gladness are strength producing, especially in our minds, body, and spirit. Health is a normal condition of man, a condition true to the truth of our being. Health comes from within. It is the very essence of being. It is universal and enduring. Health is a habit, a positive habit of believing, imagining, feeling, and knowing that we are healthy. And wealth, true wealth is a state of consciousness. The consciousness that God, our I am presence, is man's supply. Spiritual wealth expresses itself as faith, love, wisdom, substance, joy, and so on. Material wealth expresses itself as worldly riches, possessions of an earthly nature, having the substance to maintain our well-being, vitality, and strength. The path of happiness, health, and wealth is change. Since change is constant, we are all blessed to create change within ourselves. Change means changing our minds, denying any beliefs or limitations that one may have, denying lack, disharmony, dis-ease, and accepting that our I am presence, our creative intelligence, is expressing through our spiritual right to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. Knowing that each one of us is the primary person in our lives, we nurture ourselves, we take care of ourselves. We know that we are that important person in our lives, and we now accept and utilize our responsibility that our creative intelligence, our I am presence, is alive in our lives and maintains happiness, health, and wealth within us. So let us all use the gifts that we have all been blessed with. It is time to turn on that light within us, to ignite that path of wonder, love, joy, happiness, health, and wealth. Ignite the true nature of our being. God bless.
Thank you, Reverend Ernestina. And now's the time for our love offering. And we'll place it between our hands and we'll give it a blessing before we do. Mother, Father, God, as we hold between our hands that which you have ignited, we give to the source that what you have given to put into the work and love for those we meet on our path of unfoldment. And for the functioning of this abode you have placed in our hands and put into effect the law of tenfold return to those who give freely and from the heart. Amen. For those of you here, you can do your love offering here at the front of the room individually, so we'll have space. And for those of you on Zoom, you could donate at unitedfellowshipchapel.org. Thank you. So now's the time for our messages, our mediums to give messages. So for those of you, all of you that receive messages today, which will be everyone, your clear and strong voice says yes. And the thank you is just as important because that completes your message. So as we get started, Jennifer, can you do 2 messages for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Hey,
Kim, may I come to you?
yes, please.
Kim, as I come into your presence this afternoon, I'm getting that feeling of softness, tenderness, and caring. And this is being ignited in you very strongly this week. And that tenderness is for yourself as well as those in your family. This is a very special week. And that tenderness and that softness, it just enforces the strength that you are. And that is being ignited in you for this week to come. And so just embrace it as it comes forward. Embrace it and know that Spirit is telling you that you are strong and you are soft. And I leave that with you.
Thank you.
Reverend Michael, may I come to you?
Yes, please.
Reverend Michael, as I come into your presence this afternoon, I'm seeing a color that indicates fun and play. And the smiles that go along with the fun and play, it lightens the heart and it releases endorphins. And Spirit is telling you, Reverend Michael, to embrace that. Let that playfulness be ignited within you. And let that playfulness bring you that joy and those smiles and that lightheartedness so that you may float further, you may go further. And I leave that with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Our next medium will be Kim. Kim, will you give 2 messages, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Lucy, may I come to you? All right.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, Lucy. With you, I see this really, it's like a lock. And Spirit's telling me that you may be holding a feeling that you're being trapped about something. Just know that you have the key and it's all in your control. So this lock is easily open. It's asking you to use your knowledge and just think about this in your quiet time, your peaceful time, and think about how you can unlock this uncertainty feeling that you're having. You're going to find a peace in your decision, and the key to open the lock is always with you. So it kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz show, that all she had to do is tap her shoes and she was home. Well, all you have to do is reach here in your heart and you have the key to open that lock. And I leave that with you.
Thank you.
Okay, Roberta, may I come to you?
Yes, thank you.
Are. Hi, Roberta. I
Hey.
see like a lot of wind, and I feel that you're really powerful right now. And you seem to be the glue that holds everything together. So, you know how sometimes wind can be really fierce and really strong, and other times it can be a light breeze, or it's just still. Well, Spirit is reminding you that it's not always to be seen, but you're going to notice things when you're in nature, more about feeling this. You'll reconnect with nature when you have getting these feelings. And this is also leading to change, because also with nature, wind changes all the time. So your direction in life is going to be changing, and it could be this week or next week, but I'm feeling it's really close. And it's just like the wind. It doesn't matter the strength of the wind, because as long as you have that protection, you're going to be okay. But how you decide how to protect yourself is about just using your powers and knowing you have that strength within you. And again, it's like, the wind could be really strong, like a tornado, and just, everything could be disastrous. And other times it could be calm, and just use your knowledge and your wisdom, and you'll follow the right path. And I leave that with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Our next medium will be Roberta. Roberta, would you give 2 messages, please?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Aaron, may I speak with you, please?
Please do.
Aaron, there is a male energy. He steps in very close to you. He steps in close to you on your right side, and he's ringing a bell. And he kind of holds it close to your ear, actually. He's kind of got it right here, and he's ringing the bell, and he's talking about, he's showing me something that's lifting gradually, like you've been working on something, or there's something that's happening, and he's saying the time is now. It's a bit of, he's calling it a wake-up call. That's why he holds it close to your ear. He's saying it's time. And also he's which is a new one for me, he's showing me the Nike swoosh. So it's a just do it. So a lot of confirmation about moving forward with whatever it is that might be brewing within you. And it feels like a very good and positive time to take that step. And I leave that with you.
Thank you.
Arlene, may I come to you, please?
Yes, thank you.
Arlene, boy, there is a lot of animal energy that is coming forward with you or towards you, and it's being brought forth by this this very beautiful. I want to say abuela, and I don't use that word very often, but that's the word that's coming up. It's a grandmother energy, and she's showing herself in all these really beautiful, very colorful textiles, and she's bringing these animals forward with her to talk to you about a new. It's healing energy that's coming forward, but it feels like it's a new experience that is coming through to you that will appear somehow through this animal energy. I am seeing, this feels very shamanic to me in a lot of ways, because I'm seeing a jaguar and an eagle. And so she is just here to remind you that this energy has actually been with you all along. And it's being leveled up is the feeling that I'm getting, that there's some experience that's coming, or you're being asked to step up to a different level with this healing energy. And that will be made very apparent to you. And I believe it is coming directly through animal symbology that will appear to you, if not already, very, very soon. And I leave that with you.
Thank you, Roberta.
Thank you.
Our next medium will be Sabine. Sabine, will you give 1 message, please?
Yes. Jen, may I come to you, please?
Yes, you're welcome.
Hi, Jen. As I come to you today, I am, the word rhythm comes to me. And it's so easy to fall out of rhythm. I see this little rowing boat, and it's on this this flat lake, and when you're rowing it and your oars are just a little bit off, you can just go like, in circles and not find your direction back. And I'm being shown to just listen to some music and find a rhythm. Think of being on that lake in that little boat and going smoothly forward with the oars in the same direction, and how easy that is just to find that rhythm back. And meditate on that and think about that and do these little things that remind you of rhythm, and that rhythm will come to you when you need it. And I leave that with you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Sabine.
You're welcome.
Our next medium will be Aaron. Aaron, would you give one message, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Amy, may I come to you?
Yes, please.
All right, Amy. There's some sort of occasion coming up that I see you doing kind of prep work for, and it's almost like feels like kind of like a formal attire type situation, which tells me it's something that you want to be. You want this thing to be just right. You want everything to look just right. That doesn't necessarily mean you're actually getting dressed. That's just what it's telling me, how you're feeling about this. And you're putting all of this this thought and this diligence, and the thing is it's going to be okay how you're doing it. You're doing the right work for this to turn out how you want it to, and it's like you're trying to sweat all the small stuff, to use that analogy. Don't sweat the small stuff. It'll all work out. It's going to be good, and it'll all be just fine. And I leave that with you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Thank you, Aaron. Our next medium will be Arlene. Would you give 2 messages? Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sabine, may I come to you?
Yes, please.
When I come into your presence, I see that it is a time of fulfillment. You have been using a lot of energy, and the energy that you have been using, it seems that it's as if it's been tightly wound, to build and to build and to grow. And when you reach the end of this, however, that means that you have a certain momentum already, and the universe has a momentum around everything you have been working to do. So the suggestion is that you stay attuned to the amount of effort that is relevant to each situation, because sometimes there's more effort required, sometimes there's less effort required. And at this moment, you have earned a time when there is a lesser degree of effort, and you can move along and just stay attuned with what's needed because you have it. And I leave that with you.
Thank you.
Julie, may I come to you?
Yes, welcome.
I come into your presence, I get a gentle movement, a searching energy, and it's searching for the right expression of leading you to where you want to go. You have the different choices that are present for you, and although you have been consistently moving along a path, you've now reached a place where other options are going to present themselves to you. All of them are closely similar to each other, so there is no wrong answer. It's just a matter of seeing what your current preferences are, feeling what calls to you most from your heart, not your head. You've already let the head do its work, and then following your heart, and that pathway will lead you to a brighter outcome. I'll leave that with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Arlene. Our next medium will be Reverend Ernestina. Would you give 2 messages? Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Reverend Christine, may I come to you?
Yes, please.
As I come to your presence today, Reverend Christine, I feel that very peaceful energy surrounding you. And it's very nurturing to yourself as well as others. And whatever you have been working on and doing lately, it really becomes you. And it brings you this joy. And so by feeling and sensing that joy, you also leave that with us. And I think that's a wonderful blessing. And I leave that with you. God bless.
Thank you.
Lila, may I come to you? Lila, as I come to you today, I see the energetic bunny. And he is like all around you because you got that energy and we all feel it and we all sense it. And you just do amazing things on a daily basis. And sometimes I think that you don't realize how much you get done. I think at this point, it would be something to think about, keeping a journal to see how much actually activity and all the wonderful things that you actually spread around for others to enjoy as well as you. And I leave that with you. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Ernestina.
You're welcome.
Our next medium will be Reverend David, who will give 3 messages. Please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Elvia, may I come to you?
Yes, please.
You know, Elvia, as I come into your presence today, order is going to be your asset this upcoming week. And it tells me that you're moving in consciousness, and not only in your spirituality, but also in the physical world, that you're going to be asked to do some things that you haven't done before. And you're very capable of doing that. So don't get into that discussion. I don't know if I can do that. You can. And you'll find different ways of doing things. They're asking you to do this because you have a different way of doing it. And it'll help a lot of the things that are sort of stagnant in your physical place. I'll leave that with you and God bless you.
Thank you.
George, we come to you.
Yes, please.
George, as I come into your presence today, I see some movement going on here and some actions that you got planned for the next couple of weeks or anything like this, you know. And if something different comes up in an idea than what you got planned, go with it. It's your intuitive energy that's working, and there's something in there and the different things of doing it that you usually do that'll be very beneficial to you won't get into a block or anything, but and you'll move right through it and you'll get much more accomplished done. So plan something extra to do at the end of the week because you'll have more time to do it. I'll leave it with you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Reverend Angie, may I come to you?
Yes, thank you.
Now, Reverend Angie, as I come into your presence today, I see that you trying to put some enthusiasm into some individuals this upcoming week, you know, and be calm and pleasant with this, and you will get accomplished what you set out to do, but be your strength and confident and secure energy will get the point across, and you'll feel much more better after you express what you're going through. And I leave it with you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend David.
You're welcome.
I'll be the next medium. Tim, may I come to you?
Yes, please.
So Tim, I'm seeing all these blocks, square blocks, not blockages, all around you, and you're writing them, you're drawing them. But there's a reason why you're doing this, that it's not just to doodle. Think of it as there's this thing about shower, releasing and replacing. And thinking of those blocks, there's something to do with an organization pattern here. Put it all together, piece it together, write it out, whatever it is. I see you being able to get it all complete and done through the boxes. And I leave that with you. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Reverend Ernestina, may I come to you?
Yes.
I'm seeing a grandmother here with you. She comes often. She checks in. She says she's checking in. It's not like, there isn't any other thing that's going on there. She's got lots of things going on, and that's just her way. She makes sure that not only are you with some information from the spirit world, but there's also things that she's doing for others in that sense. She's got something here to deliver to you. She wants some time with you. Just sitting in that quiet under the tree. She keeps talking about the tree. And there's that link, there's that connection with the roots. She talks about roots, that these are a heritage scenario. It's information for centuries. So sit in the silence with her, with the tree. And I'll leave that with you. Blessings to you. Thank you. You're welcome. Reverend David, may I come to you?
Please do.
Geometrical figures and planets are really important this week. Sitting in with that, knowing what's going on with the planets is super important for you this week. There is something to do with what you're going to be doing, connecting the planets and your next teachings, universal metaphysics. And planets are super important in this point, and the stars, obviously. So I'm sitting with that and spending time. And I do that with you. Blessings to you. I want to thank each and every one of you all for being here. I want to make sure if I've got everybody here that got a message. What are you going to say?
I got a message.
Okay.
Next Sunday is ordination. 5 people.
Wow.
They deserve what they're getting through, and they've gone through the energies to evolve. Support is one of the things that we're not doing. And it really has been an enlightening thing for me to do too. So I've been doing it seminaries for 50 years. They're well worth it.
Yes.
Thank you for being there.
It is. So come join us for that. Same time, we'll be doing our service here for the seminary. All right, we'll do our closing prayer right after our song here. So let's stand up and sing "Let There Be Love." We ask for your infinite light of protection to be with us and through us as we go on our path. So when we meet those in our passage, we share the love that is so abundant. We give thanks for this day. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a beautiful day.
You have a good one there, George.
Right.